We're live.
For the fruit of the loom.
We're live. We're live. Okay. My underwear doesn't concern you, okay?
No.
Live.
As he pulls the keyboard up.
Oh, man, that's good.
All right. Let's get this, boys.
I'm ready.
Right, let's check out the sponsors. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Click Gaming, a freelance esports tournament company based out of Oklahoma. If you're located in the U.S. and need esports services, this is the ultimate gaming company for you. Contact Johnny Weaver at icychiller@att.net. That's ICYCHILLER. This episode is brought to you by Lurk Royalty, a Twitch gaming team that puts out Call of Duty content, Rocket League content, and any epic esports matchups you can think of. If you want to check them out, go over to twitch.tv. The three team members are Creeper KC, you got Brazzy TTV, and Reckless_X. Go check them out over on twitch.tv.
And now, the Delirious Dads Gaming Podcast.
With your host, Clinton,
Hunter,
And Ryan.
as we bring you the latest in gaming news, reviews, and the newest updates on national and local esports events.
along with great recipes for you good-looking dads.
Gadgets and gifts for gaming, gags, and great deals.
And we're raising the heat as we go into gaming competition in the Delirious Dome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another edition of the Delirious Dads Gaming Podcast, episode 112. I'm your host, Clinton Stanley, and I'm here with...
This is Ryan, just bringing it in tonight. It's going to be a wonderful evening. I'm excited about this.
And this is the Huntsman 420. Also go by the Huntsman 93. And no, it's not a drug reference. That's my birthday.
Everybody assumed it was your birthday. I don't know why you didn't bring up the drug reference thing.
Yeah, well, my bad.
Now I feel like it might have been the drug reference, but it's okay. No
It was a
judgment.
drug reference the whole time.
Oh, man.
all night long. That's news. But we're also bringing gaming news just for you. Are you feeling a little delirious tonight? I know I am.
Oh, yeah.
How long are we going to keep this going, guys?
We're done with it.
Okay,
We can move on. But we are going to bring some good news.
If we were going to bring some like smooth jazz in, then I would keep that going the whole night. But
Yeah, well, I don't think
we're
I have
just
any
trying to
smooth
hand out some
jazz open.
ASMR, guys.
Yeah.
You know, ASMR.
Yeah. Nobody knows what you mean, but they know what you mean because the
Yeah.
voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Get
New-
real close.
So personal life news, Ryan got
Yeah.
the snip.
Wow, he
Yep.
just threw that out there. That
Yeah,
was
I
like,
did. This was Thursday. Today we
Yeah.
record on Tuesday, so this was last Thursday. We're on day 5. They're sittable, huh? You know what I mean? Definitely sittable.
So for us delirious
had to lay back for a couple days though.
dads out there, can you let us know what do we have to expect when we go in to, for those of us who choose this option, to go in and, you know, get the snip? What should we expect?
Well, you should expect your doctor to tell you that you had a prescription you're supposed to pick up, and then you should expect to take that prescription. What you shouldn't expect is what happened to me. I got there. I'm sitting there just, I'm calm as a cucumber. I'm that guy. So I'm sitting there just munching down on some sausage and egg biscuits. Non-biscuits, though. I get rid of the bread. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I got you.
I'm munching down on there. And lady comes out. She's already got this look in her face like, you're just sitting out here munching down? Like, about to get the snip. And she's like, is your wife here? Or kind of panicked.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, she dropped me off, I got a ride when we're leaving. Well, she's not here though? I'm like, no. She needs to sign this paperwork. And I'm like, okay, why can't I sign it? It's like a release paperwork or something,
Yeah.
And she was like, well, because you're on a Valium. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, you took a Valium before coming in, right? For your nerves. And I was like, no, was I supposed to take a Valium? And she's like, well, you can tell now she automatically knew that nobody said anything to me. So they boo-booed.
Yeah.
And the surgery is scheduled for today.
And
So
she's
it's
the
like,
bad
well,
guy.
I think somebody, should have, maybe the doctor, and she's trying not to say anything specific. And I'm like, okay, well, so what's going on? Do I need to call her or whatever? And she's like, yeah, but I'm still trying to figure out, there's a bug, sorry. I'm still trying to figure out, why do I even need to call her if I didn't take the Valium? You know what I mean?
At that point, you're still,
Yeah. And she's like, okay, yeah, man, I guess if you're sober, I think you can sign it. And she's like, I mean, people do it without the Valium, but you could tell she's like panicked for me. You know what I mean? And so she'll go ahead and come back here with me, and I'll ask the doc, we're going back there. And I'm like, why are you asking the doc if it's a completely normal thing to not take the Valium? Right? And so,
That's
anyways,
just covering her own back. That's all.
oh yeah. So she's like, so this is what happened. I'm still asking this whole time, how did I not know? Was this going to come? And I asked her multiple times, is this going to come like as a voicemail, as a text? Did it come as an email? So I could track down how I missed it. Never once will she respond. She just keeps
somebody
avoiding
forgot
it.
to send it.
Yeah, and she says, you sign this, and then she accidentally slipped up and says, she said, I don't know why they didn't have you sign this last time. And I thought,
that's why I
so
didn't get the call.
they were supposed to tell me about the Valium in person and have me sign this because of the Valium. That was the whole point. You get what I'm saying? And so, now I know why it's weird from the beginning. They forget to get the consent signed ahead of time and all that. Anywho, long story long, which you can't really make this story, short. Sorry. So so I go back. The little doctor comes out or whatever. He's like, hey, it's okay. People choose to do it without the Valium. You're perfectly fine. You seem calm. That's really all the Valium's for, anyways, right? I'm like, okay, cool. That's what I was hoping. I was nervous.
I'm going for the Valium.
Yeah, only after she brought up the Valium did I even start to get nervous and think I might need a Valium. It's kind of like, she shouldn't have done that, right? And I'm like, but I really am fine, personally. She's the only one scaring me. And he's like, no, it's fine. I'm like, okay. And so right after that, she's walking me in. All right, go ahead and follow me into this room, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still kind of joking with her, like, hey, I guess they forgot to tell me about the Valium last time. That's what you're trying to sort through, blah, blah. And I said, but I guess it only helps, I don't know if it just helps with your emotions or, and she was like, well, you're supposed to take one the night before, so it's even deeper.
Oh no.
And you're supposed to take one in the morning before you come in, and it helps your nerves relax, yes, but it also kind of helps everything relax. And then I'm like, yeah. So does that mean I'm going to be, tighter? And
she should have just kept her mouth shut at that point.
Yeah, that would cause more bruising, right?
Oh yeah.
If your body's not relaxed,
more pain. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm thinking about all that now. But then the doctor guy comes back in. I don't even know what he is, right? You're not a doctor, but you're not a nurse. He's the assistant, like surgical assistant guy. That's who he is, right? That might be what they're called, surgical assistants. So,
in surgery, it's usually like a scrub tech, but in his situation, I don't know what to be in office.
Yeah.
What their title would be.
And so I'm like, okay, so is this a big deal? Does it make the stuff relax? And he's like, no, it's really for you. Blah, 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 blah. And later the other doctor said, really, it's for me because it keeps you from like flinching and twitching when you're relaxed. If you're calm, like you are, then it's fine. But if you're, nervous and we push you through this, you're going to be all twitchy when I'm sticking needles and all that kind of stuff. And he said, we can't have any of that, And I was like, oh, yeah, I got you.
Especially when he sticks the needle, you got to get the right spots to make sure he numbs all that up.
Uh-huh. Now, so I'm laying in here. We're kind of joking around, bantering. He goes out. All of a sudden, the actual doctor pops his head in. And he goes, Mr. Max? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, you seem real calm. And I was like, yeah, I am real calm. Like, it's weird that you're asking me again, And he's like, well, you being so calm and everything, I have basically a doctor nurse or a doctor woman who's wanting to sit in on one of these surgeries. You know what I mean? Would that be something you're fine with? That way she can kind of see how much of it's not a big deal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. She can come in. And then the whole time she never like says anything. He's talking to her, but she never responds.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's because we're having so much odd banter during a surgery that she
don't want to freak you out at all.
Yeah, I don't
Say
think she
something
even
wrong.
knows what to. Yeah, like she didn't expect it, like the
Yeah.
scenario. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, anyways, for you guys on the actual surgery, that's the funny thing leading into my whole surgery. Yes, on the actual surgery, I don't like the lidocaine needles, anyways. Not when I get my teeth done. That's like the worst part of it. So those mother effers hurt. But I can tell you, usually you feel like all 9 of them when you get your teeth done. Down there, pretty much after the first one, you don't feel them. Maybe just a tiny bit. So it actually numbs way faster.
So how
than your
bad was the
mouth
grip? Like, was it like real bad, or was it just like, oh my gosh?
does. From the burn,
Yeah.
from the lidocaine, I'm a sissy on that one. Yeah, it was like,
So
fight the
it
teeth,
was a sting or was it a pressure? Because when I get my
Sting.
teeth done, it's a pressure.
Oh no, it's a sting for me. Burns like a mother effer.
Yeah.
No, it
Lidocaine's
never
more of a
burns for me,
sting.
but I take a lot of laughing gas when they do mine. So
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's why it's a pressure.
Right. Yes, it's because you've already been laughing gassed out. I just disappeared for some reason. I'm back. But yeah, it's the burn. It just stings.
which is
real
kind of what
strong.
the Valium's supposed to do for you, I guess.
Yeah. Probably
Maybe.
helps.
That's the pill
Yeah.
form of the laughing gas.
Right. And so, anyways, yeah, you're gonna feel the sting like the lidocaine, or like in your teeth and all. He said that, boom, boom. He does it. That kind of hurts. And I'm thinking, okay, the sting. Ugh. But the problem was not the sting. Okay, the problem was the vice that your nut was in, because that's what it felt like. I mean, it felt like when you're getting your nut hit, but it's just getting squished like harder and harder, and you're only feeling it on that one side because he's specifically working on that testicular tube,
We asked for too
And so-
much, Hunter. Oh gosh.
Yeah. And so that's the only pain that hurt. But what was weird about it, it wasn't like striking at all. You get what I'm saying? Like when you get them hit, it's like there's a punch to it.
Yeah, I know exactly
This
what
is-
kind of pain you're talking about.
Yeah, this is much more smooth, slow building.
Like it's
And
gonna
like
pop
as
at
he's-
some point.
And as he's messing with whatever he's doing down there, I could feel him. What do you call that? Like if he moved whatever he was doing that was making it hurt, I feel it like stab me all the way up here, coming up from down below. Like,
oh god.
yeah. And so I'm like, ooh, it's not making me like move my whole body. It's not, it's not horrible, but my toes curled a couple times. Definitely got the bite.
So you got a little
you know?
nervous then
Oh.
for sure. Like a little bit. Oh, where's this going? What you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is in the surgery already.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
yeah.
already nipping on that. It did. You felt a little bit of that when he was lidocating. You felt a little bit of that, which kind of made me scared. Like, oh boy, we're about to go there. And I told him, hey, I'm still feeling this pain. He was like, yeah, you're gonna feel that pain. I was like, oh. He's like, yeah. So anything that's sharp, like pokey, like you felt when I first put the lidocaine in, you shouldn't be feeling. The kick in the nuts, yes, you're gonna feel that. So, okay, sweet. So,
Oh boy.
yeah, you definitely have to. And I don't know, maybe the stuff does help with that. I don't know, but I'm having to, bear down a little bit and kind of curl my toes and, it's my nuts,
I'm gonna have
sure.
to reach out and get some connections. Like, can we do like a conscious sedation where you don't gotta put a tube down my throat?
You can sedate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They basically say that you can because some people can't even deal with needles at all, right?
Yeah.
Imagine that knowing your nut sack's getting split
I
open.
may
You can see it.
I may just go that route.
Okay, yeah, you can though. You can choose that, but it goes even further. Okay, so he's doing this, boom, clip releases like a little deal they're using to like hold the tube out of your hole,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It releases and lets him back in, and so he has to fight it back out of there, pull it back out again.
Go
He's like, I
fishing
don't know,
into the bag.
we need this other style clamp. This one's being stubborn, and so he clamps that down on there, and then the other guy goes, oh. I don't know why that didn't release earlier. And it's like, what is that? My cum squirting out of there? Like,
Wow.
I don't know what's going on. So he said, I don't know why that didn't release earlier. Yeah, it usually does release. But I actually think they're talking about the sheath that the tube is in.
Yeah.
Like you have to cut that open to get the little tubes out.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's what they meant. But when they said it, my mind was like, dang, did it just like auto cum all over? Anywho, so he gets that side done, and I'm already thinking that side's gonna hurt because it's he had to mess with it too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boom, he gets to the other, but at least I also knew in the surgery the other side was not gonna hurt as much because that side didn't go well, so this side's gonna probably go good. It did, that side was way better, 3 times faster, and he was done, and it didn't hurt as much.
How long did the procedure take?
15 minutes maybe.
Okay. That's not too bad, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
And so this whole time we're talking and kind of bantering about different things, and we're joking about, oh, he was over on his phone. I'm like, what's this guy doing messing on his phone right before he's about to cut into me? It's kind of weird, And all of a sudden, playlist starts. Dun, 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 you know.
That's awesome. He just wanted to be in
I'm
the
like,
zone when he started.
Uh-huh.
That's hilarious.
And anyways, these two doctor guys, they're talking about how this other doctor, you can tell they're not trying to be too specific, but it's like he's kind of a weirdo. Like it kind of scares them. And they're like, yeah, you should hear his playlist.
So they
It's
did
like
it just like the dentist where they start having conversation. And
oh, yeah, yeah.
and,
He's
you
like
know,
some
let's talk to
Jamaican.
you.
Yeah, it's exactly how it was. Yeah. He said they play like some African drums in the jungle and some other weird stuff. And then all of a sudden Led Zeppelin will come on right after. He's like, his playlist is weird. And the other guy was like, yeah, I don't think he really watches much TV, like, which is a weird response to that, right? And the other guy leans in and it's like, he doesn't own a TV. And he's like, I don't know. He might not watch much. And he's like, no, I know. He doesn't have a TV. And they both look at each other like,
They stop
that's
when
kind
they're
of a
doing the
scary
stop
person.
surgery.
Yeah. So-
But hey, at least, you know, that's like two docs who love what they do, right? They're having fun.
right. Oh, yeah.
They're in
Yeah.
the, you know, that's awesome.
And my impression at this point is this lady has got to be thinking, what is going on? I haven't heard a snicker out of her, not a laugh. And the conversation is gold, right? Everything that's going on
Yeah.
is real good.
Yeah, like they didn't like prep themselves to be a certain way because she was there. They were just,
Right.
that's awesome.
And you know, they judge it off the person, obviously. I'm
Right.
that guy that's pushing all these envelopes and they're like, all right, let's roll, you know.
Yeah.
But okay, so this is all going on. Then I had maybe two more real strong one-liners, and then all of a sudden he's carterizing my tube, right? And literally you're
smell
seeing
it?
your steam smoking up out of your ball sack,
Oh my God.
and you smell it, you know.
yeah. Burnt hair.
And I said,
Whew.
nothing like the smell of your own testicles roasting, you know, or something like that. And he was like, yeah, that's what that is. Just like real.
Like you tried to keep it all.
She didn't shift in her chair. She did nothing. Just nothing. And I was just like, all right, well,
She's
I'm
on
just
good
going to forget
behavior.
she's here. Yeah, she ain't going to react to anything. She's ready. So,
Professional.
anywho,
You know, I'm gonna be the guy the whole time just lean back with his eyes closed, like, okay, I'm not gonna look, I'm not gonna do nothing.
oh, I wish my belly wasn't as big so I could have seen it. But
No,
you know,
no,
I got
no.
I got a mountain in the way. Yeah.
I can't do that.
I just don't know if I could on my own package, you know.
Oh, I could. I actually
could-
should have asked him to
I
like, give
could-
me a mirror down there.
I'd be all
I
about
could see.
watching it happen to you, you know.
Yeah.
But not. I don't
Yeah.
know if I could do it to myself. I usually can
no,
watch that kind of stuff, but since it's my, you know, my family jewels, I don't know.
Well, the reason they wouldn't want you to watch is because you'll flinch naturally as they go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole point is you're numb, so you don't feel that, so you don't flinch, right?
Right.
And
So
so
they
it's
probably
not
tell you not to look anyway.
just so you guys know, the doctors are not numbing you so you have no pain. They're numbing you so you don't botch the
mess up
surgery.
their procedure,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyways, everything else went good. It's day 5 now. Yesterday, my right testy still hurt quite a bit. I didn't have horrible swelling. Swelling had already gone down. Right testy was hurting. Called the doctor. She said, take a hot bath. I did so. Everything relaxed. Feels much better. Today, it's still hurting a little bit, but it's nothing like it was the 3 days before that. And when I say that, none of that is much pain. It's like if someone's, you're a guy and you guys are going to get this. If someone was just kind of squeezing on your nuts with 2 fingers, like on a ball, but just a little, you know, not hard, but that feeling like it's about to hurt.
Yeah.
That's the amount of hurt there is.
That's sometimes the worst.
It is, yeah. So it's nagging. So as you're stepping and stuff like that, I'm feeling it, but only mainly on that right side. The left side doesn't hurt at all, which is weird. 'Cause the left side is the one that gave him all the trouble.
Thank you, because now I'm hurting for no reason down there.
Yep.
It's just
Mine
like
are
a-
tingling. Mine are tingling while we're talking
Just
about.
talking about it, yeah.
Yeah. Not like a good tingle either. Like they're kind of like, you know. Yeah.
I might order a little, see if he'll give me a little Valium for after the surgery too. You know, just a little
You might
something
have
at
to make
home.
this whole segment its own show because that just already went like super long. But I mean,
Yeah, that's
I don't
fine.
know. You invited it in, so
Yeah, it's okay. It's
yeah.
fine.
Okay.
And every dad out there that hasn't had it done yet, it's just like, oh gosh.
Yeah, it's a good story.
Yeah,
That's good
hey,
content, guys.
I'm
Painful.
really freaked out now.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yep.
Hey, you
Speaking
really want to
of-
get freaked out? And I got to tell everybody who's listening because it's my duty. Nobody told me, and so I'm telling you. There's a thing, and they did mention that you could have chronic pain that continues going after you've had surgery, like the nut pain that I'm talking about, but it never goes away. You can have that. Well, they talk about it like it's very rare. I decided not to look into it because I didn't want to get nervous, right? So I just said, I don't care. It's all good. It's rare. I'm sure it's not going to happen to me. They just tell you because they have to. Uh-oh. Now I looked it up afterward because my right nut's hurting and my left nut's not. So I got a little concerned. I look it up, and it happens to 2 out of 100 people. That is a pretty high rate of scary. That's why they don't tell you. 2 out of 100. I know 100 people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So 2 out of every 100, yeah.
Yeah. So I read that, and it's like, and it can go from anywhere from like the ache that I'm talking about, the light nag, or sometimes it only is there or increases during erection or orgasm, which would be like the worst, right? Or the third being, it can be to the extreme side to where it's like excruciating, debilitating, constant pain that doesn't go away. Yeah.
So you
Just cut mine off.
Yep.
At this point, just cut mine off.
That's the farthest thing they can do. You know what? So they said, okay, I know this whole show's not about this, but they said that can essentially, you got an area that holds the sperm, this and that, guys, and they can go in and cut out that area if they can pinpoint that's where the pain's coming from. Sometimes it comes from just the fact that your sperm wants out and they're blocked, and that pressure makes you receive pain. Some people experience that. And then they say, if none of those other things are working, we can't get rid of the pain, and it's serious enough, yes, we can remove the testicles, right? But
still have
caveat,
pain.
Yes.
Yep.
It may not remove the pain.
Yep. You just still got that phantom pain.
I said, I'm glad I didn't read any of that or hear before my vasectomy. But at the same time, I'm sitting here going, I don't know if I made the right choice now, but it's too late. So,
so we're already there.
I'll know after it doesn't hurt forever. And in 6 months or whatever it is, when I know for sure I'm sterile, I'll go, I made the right choice. But you guys should know ahead of time.
Yeah. Thank you for that service announcement, bro.
Yeah, you're my
Public
homies.
service announcement.
Yeah.
Do you see my face right now?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, he's so like in pain and shock, and
I'm sad.
Yeah.
and we all told our wives we'd do it. You know what I'm saying? Here we are.
Well, it's
Already
definitely
made the
an easier
promise.
procedure than having your wife do it, but it's just
Well, the chronic pain thing, it's way easier procedure. But the chronic pain that's serious.
It's a scary thing. I may have to file for disability for an achy ball sack.
I would,
about that.
for
Yeah.
sure. I'm definitely getting some money.
If you can't sit down, think about that. What could you do? If you're just constant, if it's like excruciating pain, like you're saying.
I literally don't know if my ball's hurting right now, but about or if it's
It's
really
starting
I
to
hurting.
feel like the
Because
2 out of 100 isn't excruciating pain. I feel like it's
No.
Yeah.
That's probably a lesser percent, but it still could happen, and it could happen to you. And then what do you do with it?
okay.
Well, I mean,
I don't need these nightmares distilled in my head, guys. Okay?
There's
I'm already
3 of us
petrified.
right here, so the chance is higher that one of us have.
True.
Hopefully, it's not me.
I'll pray for you, Ryan.
Are
we ready for gaming news? I mean, that's some good testicular news for
I'm
men.
gonna be celibate for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
When you look for a local surgeon out there who wants to sponsor the podcast.
Yep.
Yep.
The Delirious Dad's vasectomy class.
Vasectomy sack. All right.
Well, I hope you guys are nuts for this news because it's gonna be good tonight.
It is.
Oh yeah. Yep.
All right. Let's switch on over. We do it every week. Where's it at? Come on. Every week. Every week we can't find it. You'd think I'd have this down by now.
Nope,
No.
I didn't think so.
I think I'm just blind. Like I really just need to go ahead and... Well, for one, when you're looking in the wrong slot. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Weeks for Geeks. And it's time for the Leaks for Geeks, the news for the dudes.
For the dudes.
Dudes.
Yeah, see, Ryan messed up the whole intro
Hey,
there. Now
do
we'll
we
have
want to
redo
hit
it.
these guys? What do you mean? That was really good.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it'd be really cool if you did the first part and Ryan did the second part and you shared some of your glory, Clinton.
Never.
Jeez.
but that's all right.
Jeez.
Just like on Rocket League, I will never share my glory.
Now I'm gonna actually have to go back and listen to this episode to make sure you
I
don't.
left it in.
Yes. Yep. Exactly.
Uh,
Okay. Who's hitting first? Because I kind of want to hit with mine.
Go for
honestly.
it.
You always do.
Or- I don't usually just go first. I've only got one article tonight, so
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
going to be listening to you guys and joining in if I feel spicy a little bit.
Please,
Okay.
Ryan, grace us
but-
with your article.
But mine is the most odd and outlandish, so I figure might as well hit them hard. We made them wait for the news. Let's not
Give
make
them
them
some-
wait for the
For the outlandish.
the juicy one. Yeah.
I think
think
it
it's
could be
not-
all
it's not-
coincidence, but
It's not juicy as in like, oh, that's the biggest news. No, but it is. You guys are gonna enjoy the story.
yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Have you guys heard of the game? And if you haven't, you're not my friend. Back for Blood. This is by the makers and very much built along the lines of Left 4 Dead, one of my favorite games ever.
Yes.
All the times.
We talked about it a
yes,
little bit
yeah.
last week.
And so Back for Blood is essentially, I wouldn't call it a remake, but it's definitely a spin-off. When you watch it, you can see, hey, look, they definitely took this build and these ideas and brought them over. They didn't steal them because it's the same developers, right?
Right.
But that's what they did. The beta was out for like 5 days. It might still be out today, but I think it's about done. And that beta had a weird thing in it.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a video here. I'm not even going to say what the thing is. Let's just see when we watch this video what we think. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Kitty
Can
thing.
we go ahead and load it up for you now, then, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm hearing? Okay, let's get it going here.
And you gotta count us down. Remember, Clint, you gotta count us down.
Oh, my gosh. Just
Or I can
always on
count
me.
us down if it's that big of a deal.
I've got
And
this.
when Clint pulls this up, you guys are going to see what it says there. So you're going to know. I forgot it's on the title of the video. But that's fine.
Is it, though?
It will be, yeah.
Okay, let's see here. So I guess I need to turn this up then, huh? So I can hear good and loud and all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're transitioning there. As you can guys see, I'm just going to go ahead and read it out for the audio listeners.
Yes.
Says Back for Blood zombies yelling the N-word. All right.
Right. So let's listen to it. And let's give our thoughts on this real quick.
Okay.
You going to count? Sound like you weren't
Oh.
going to.
I didn't.
Wow, you're the worst.
Yeah. You said we're going to watch it, and then I went with it. All right. 3, 2, 1. What?
Wow.
Hey, look at this big fuck. Shut up. Shut up, bitch. What did that zombie say?
Oh,
What did he say?
oh.
100%. How do you even fake that? Like,
110.
Oh my goodness. Hey, we're not laughing
Ugh.
because of the word that was used. We're
Well,
laughing
obviously.
because it was
it's
used.
so obvious.
Yes. Okay, so look, you say it's obvious that that's what it sounds like. I agree with that, but I also know this company's about making money. They're a big company. They've done this before. There's no way that they say, hey, let's throw this in there this obviously and hope nobody sees it or hears it or notices it. There's no way.
Oh, boy, it
so-
was bad, though, wasn't it?
It
That's
was,
why
it's real bad.
a good thing it's
It's real
beta,
bad.
though. A good thing it's beta. They can take it out.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Yes, they can. Yeah, nobody will own that copy. Correct.
Yeah,
yes, but it's recorded and it's out there in the World Wide Web forever.
That's true.
Okay, so it says if you've played this thing, let's see here.
I love the first streamer, though.
Okay.
You know, he's a African-American gentleman, black guy,
Yeah.
however you want to say
Yeah.
it, whatever's appropriate for you.
Yeah,
And he says, what'd you call me?
yeah, like calmly.
Like,
yeah,
what?
What did you call
He
me?
played it off hilariously.
Uh-huh.
That's actually why I laughed the first time, just his reaction to, he played it off pure comedic gold on his
Right.
part.
Okay. It says if you played Left 4 Dead this past week, came in contact with any of the many lurking through the stages, you hear the undead, also known as Ridden, in the game. They do talk. However, they're saying the current debate is up
That's
for
even
blah,
worse.
blah, blah. They
So
said the
do
N-word.
they do talk. So that makes it worse to me.
Yeah, it does. However, what they're saying is that they believe the N-word was being used, right? Okay, so videos surfaced, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now here's the game has already come out and made a statement because this is just blown up, right? It's gone all over. So WB Games, they said, they released a statement. Basically, the growl in Back for Blood is not as it seems. According to the publisher, there is a bug in the game. So essentially, I'll give you a little bit of a breakdown. When you're playing a game like this, and you guys probably know this, stuff runs on supposed to be like a random circuit. The creature's not always going to yell this way at this time at this place, right?
Yeah.
The game will select how it's going to sound at all these different times, and it won't be the same.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So what's going on, they're saying here, is there's a bug in the game that is playing two sounds at the same time. And it just so happens that those two sounds being played at the same time, overlapped, come out sounding like this. They
so
never.
It's, so it's a
they never.
And it's just coming together and making a.
Right. Yep.
Okay.
And so they say essentially, we never recorded this. This is not something we recorded or ever intended to be part of the game. It's being worked on. It's in beta. All the things we're obviously all assuming already in our head. But, the fact that they had to address it, they couldn't even ignore it. I mean, it's just because, come on, how could you? I mean, that's like.
That was very clear.
One of those
I have thoughts.
Yeah.
They had a sound developer working in the sound department.
Uh-huh.
His name was Ralph. They fired Ralph. So Ralph's final get you. He just went ahead and put it into the system.
Yeah.
Right, but they would.
I'll bring it down.
Would have to pass through more than just Ralph, though.
Would it though?
Like if Ralph uploaded that, somebody would have heard it in the development testing.
No. He uploaded it in something that would only happen and cause it to glitch in the deal, right?
In the beta.
Yeah. So if they were to play it, they wouldn't see it, but when it released in the beta, they would. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which it's coding. I don't understand it enough, but hackers do all kinds of crazy stuff. So I could see something like that. Yeah.
Ralph is a racist.
Yep.
Dirty. Well, he might not be. He just wants people to think they are.
Make the company racist to bring them down. Yeah. There you go.
His name may or may not be Ralph. Right? Could be Cindy. Just so you guys know.
Could be. Yeah.
So that's my one story for the night, but it was a good one. You know what I mean?
That was good.
So I brought you guys some really ballsy content, and then I brought you this. And so I'm really carrying my weight, maybe double time tonight.
Yeah, you're kind of knocking it out of the park tonight.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wow. Thank you for gracing us with that controversial article.
Yes.
Hopefully that doesn't ruin things for him because I really want that game to get made.
I doubt it.
It won't.
Yeah, it will not.
Well, they're too
I think it's a pretty
Blizzard's too busy burning right now.
Well, it's too obvious for them to have snuck it in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just too much.
It's not a far stretch, or people didn't have to clear up the audio to hear it. It was right there, and so that and then that explanation makes sense to me.
Oh yeah,
honestly, it does.
I instantly thought of that one. What's it say? Laurel or
Laurel?
Yeah. Well, no, it's Laurel or something else. Is it another word just like it? Something like that. Yeah. Something like that. That's what I thought of when I heard the deal, and I was like, I guess word sounds that you don't even think go together when together or used in a certain way, you hear completely different things. So
yeah. There could have been thousands of other players that heard that and didn't hear that word. Yeah.
Yanni. That's what it is. Yanni.
Yeah.
What a weird one.
Speaking of things you hear, there's some rumors going around, or a long-awaited rumor, that Halo Infinite has a Battle Royale mode.
Called that out. First time we talked about that game.
So, known leaker... hold on. Hold on real quick, guys.
You're good. We're doing it live, everybody.
Doing it live.
We're true delirious dads.
Hey, Hunter, why don't you go ahead and start with yours, and then that way
Sounds
I can...
good.
You'll cycle back?
Yeah.
We'll bounce in. Sounds good. All right, guys. Well, I am talking about a certain streamer tonight, and this streamer has had his ups and downs, but definitely he's in his stride right now on YouTube.
I'm stopping you. I know what article you're talking about. Save that one for when Clint's back.
Okay. All right.
With the other one right now.
So you want me to do the other one? All right. Yeah. Hopefully he gets back for this one too, though, because I have a video for it. But
I see.
The other one I don't have a video.
Because he's a huge fan. So I know he's going to have a bunch of input on that.
Yes. Let's see here. What should I do?
Well, I don't know. We could just talk. What are your thoughts now on the testicular
I don't even want to.
snip snip?
I was feeling a little sick when you were going through all that. Jeez, dude. Like I've already decided that I'm gonna do that, but eventually. But it's just like, whew, I'm gonna make sure I'm taking my medicine and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, and I can like, do you know what's funny? Like you said, it's not the pain for me. Like I can get past that. I think I do have a higher pain tolerance. It's just mentally for me.
Yep.
100%. If I think about it too much, it becomes an issue.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My
He said
wife.
some people are crawling up the walls. He said, it's different. Guys who
My
aren't
wife-
normally scared of anything, but
Yeah, my wife doesn't
Different.
like needles.
Uh-huh.
I get my blood drawn every 3 months, so I'm not necessarily scared of needles. And then the tattoos, and stuff, and that
Mhm.
stuff doesn't bother me. But yeah, just like you said, thinking about getting it in such a sensitive region.
mm-hmm.
Oh man, I don't even. No, thank
Well,
you.
it's
So,
definitely a weird process.
yeah.
And originally, I didn't really think about the nut pain.
Mhm.
I thought about the snipping and that kind of pain and
Right.
feeling weird. And none of my buddies who did it told me that would hurt either. Probably didn't want to scare me. But, I never thought that you'd have that feeling, like the nut pressure kind of pain.
Right.
Yeah, so that one, it did surprise me.
We're still talking about that.
Yeah, we didn't
both
want you
the
to miss
articles we
this.
couldn't do without you.
Do you want to
Okay.
continue with yours, or do you want me to go ahead?
I'll continue.
Since
with
you're
mine real
back.
quick. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
just continue with mine real quick. So we'll restart because I'll just cut it right here.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
fine.
So speaking of things you hear and rumors out there in the world,
Mm-hmm.
turns out there's a long-awaited rumor of Halo Infinite Battle Royale mode coming
Mhm.
to the Halo franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Known leaker Tom Henderson touched on the mode in a recent tweet, explaining the Halo Infinite Battle Royale is also heavily connected to the campaign in a lot of ways. In a follow-up tweet, he added that he's not sure if it's been scrapped, or when and if it will release, but it's been in development for years. A True Blue Halo Infinite Battle Royale remains unannounced officially, but it has been, as we said, subject to rumors. It says here that a Battle Royale speculation occurred earlier back in November 2020 when a tweet from a now suspended Game Leaker's Rumors Twitter account suggested that Microsoft specifically requested a Battle Royale mode be added to the new Halo Infinite game, but that was also never confirmed. And it says earlier this year, a now deleted tweet from the separate leaker implied that the alleged Battle Royale mode is more of a large-scale team fight, pouring cold water on the idea. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like Battle Royale is so popular. I don't know that. I know Halo's a very strong franchise, a lot of followers. I mean, we all
Big mistake
experience that
if
game
they don't do
every
it.
day. Yeah, I just feel like
If you're talking about how much time and look how
Yeah.
good that game looks,
yeah,
the
I think-
changes they've made. I mean, it looks like a fun game. If they don't capitalize on where the money is right now, which is clearly
Battle
100% battle royales, they're dumb.
They'll
They
get
blew
left-
they
they'll
blew
get
a
left in the
huge
dust.
chance.
I mean, they will
I
still
agree.
be an esports, be on the
Yeah.
esports circuit, but it's just not going to be the same right
Yeah.
now.
I agree.
I don't see them competing with Apex Legends, Warzone,
Right. Yep.
So, yeah, I think it puts them behind the curve, but we'll see. I think that'd be sweet with a battle royale style if you did like Aliens versus the Halo dudes. you
Heck
know?
yeah.
Yeah, the Spartans. Be sweet.
I think they've got a great chance of. I mean, I'm just thinking about that game, the new grappling hook style of stuff that's in there. It just sounds like that game would be super fun, Battle Royale.
Oh,
It'd
yeah.
be crazy, but it'd be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be kind of a happy crazy in between, really, right? I guess it'd be kind of closer to Apex Legends.
Well, the
but
thing about the
maybe-
Halo universe, too, it being the way it is with Portal, you take Portal and different things like that, you can do so much with the Battle Royale mode.
Mhm.
The way
And
the way you fly into the map, the way you interact,
Right.
all that kind of
There's
stuff.
a niche, like you don't always have to appeal to every battle royale player as a Halo.
No,
You know what
no.
I'm saying? So,
Right.
like you said, some people play Call of Duty Battle Royale. Some people play Fortnite Battle Royale. Some
Well,
people
it's
play
like
them
there's
all.
such a huge
Some
difference
people play
between those two.
Apex. You know what I'm saying? And they all have their own lane, and so
Right.
Halo would have its own lane too. And so I think it'd be
Yeah,
widely popular with the community. And
I don't
some
think
people,
I'm a battle royale guy. I think you're right. I think
Yeah.
battle royale is just a new category.
It
but
is.
People still have their game. That's their style. Yeah.
Right. I think that would be a good flex for sure.
I think so. Well, we'll see on it. Looks like it.
Yep. Well, Hunter, take the next one, man.
All right. Well, we wanted to wait, Clinton, because I was talking about a streamer tonight.
Oh. Okay.
And so this streamer has had his ups and downs, but he's doing really good right now on YouTube. And by the looks of this article, even what he's about to step into. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, I'm talking the one and only Dr. Disrespect.
Oh, yeah.
And so, yeah. All right.
Is there
Dr.
anybody that can do it
Disrespect.
justice in this podcast? I don't think so.
Yeah. Dr. Disrespect is starting his own game studio.
Nice.
What?
Yeah.
Like game development?
Yes.
Oh,
So the
shoot.
Champions Club is getting into game development.
Nice.
Streamer Dr. Disrespect is starting his own gaming studio, and it's looking for a studio head to help run and co-found it, according
Nice.
to this job listing.
Well,
Dr. Disrespect.
He's going to
shared
have
on-
backing automatically, so it's good. That's
Yes.
good.
Oh yeah. He's got a huge community. According to Dr. Disrespect's post on Twitter, the former, or it's a job listing really that he put on his Twitter account. The former Call of Duty level designer is looking for a co-founder to help start up a new AA or AAA gaming studio that has a unique twist. According to Dr. Disrespect, whatever game this studio ends up making will be developed in partnership with a select list of mega influencers who will work closely with the studio to launch their dream game. The job opening is asking for a co-founder and studio head who will manage the studio and develop and publish the game targeting PCs and consoles.
This
I'm
this is
getting
exactly-
excited.
As soon as you started
Excited.
telling me, I started thinking, how many times would come up, man, they should make a game like this.
Yeah.
We do that all the time, and then nothing's going to happen about it, right? He can actually just go out and hire somebody,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got
and,
money.
and have the publicity to make money on it, right? And
Right.
so, if hopefully you guys are getting what he's saying here, you probably are. I'm going to reiterate it for the listeners if you didn't catch it clearly. He's saying, if I'm wrong, tell me. Different huge influencers, social influencers, right? Are going to basically pitch their individual dream game, and they're going to take one of those ideas and make it into a real game,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, because you could have read that in a way where it was like, hey, all these, but I didn't hear it that way. I read it when you said that. It sounded more like we're going to have all these influencers pitching their dream game, and we're going to make, because he said whichever one we end up making, the way he started that statement. So that's why I was like, oh, snap. It's almost like they're going to record that too for publicity, right? Like maybe some of these, they're going to put out these interviews of which game.
And he's got a
and
lot of
then
old
they're gonna-
buddies from Twitch, and he's got Zlander,
Yeah.
who I'm sure he will be involved. Oh, shoot.
That's cool. Great
Yep,
idea.
it says, while plenty of streamers have dabbled with game development, Dr. Disrespect actually was a former developer who became a full-time streamer. And then the rest of this is, but his career isn't without controversy, which I'm not going to go into that. I think that's crap. He's
Yeah, at this,
I
at this
hate-
point, if he had
hate-
real dirt, he would have done. They would have done. Came out
Well,
with it. I feel
that's
like
what
I
it's
feel like
saying.
it's a
He was
money
banned from Twitch. They don't know why, and then other things that he got trouble through at E3. But here's the thing: I hate these articles that tell you all these positives of a guy's career, and then wants to bring up the old crap. That's He's moved on, like you said. There's nothing that's come out. Twitch hasn't had a real reason for banning him permanently, and if they did, they would have came out with it. And then two, this guy is trying to make something out of his life.
He's
moving on with a
passionate.
positive thing, and
Yeah.
it's his passion. So we don't need to bring up his mistakes. There's no reason for that.
It's
So,
actually somebody
on a
that's going to
positive
take
note.
a risk too. Like that's the great thing
Yeah.
about him. He'll take a risk. He'll do something that all these other AAA companies are too scared because they have shareholders to worry about. He don't.
Yep.
And so
Yep.
And
Well,
he's been complaining
here-
for a while about like Warzone. He gets frustrated with things in Warzone, and
Right.
What would
he's
be
just
even better is if he took all of these influencers' deals and put them out there for all the fans to vote.
Yeah. Have
And
input
then-
on.
And don't
Oh
put
my
that past
gosh.
him, man. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's
sweet.
kind of what he's
exciting.
going for. I think he wants to set up some sort of.
Yeah, the whole thing's publicity leading
I
up
could
to.
see him
This is
setting
the
this up,
the
being
gamers company.
successful, and then turning it into some Willy Wonka style gaming company.
That'd be
You
sweet.
come
Alright.
in with your idea, sign up to win, and then we're gonna
Yeah.
produce your game.
Be
You know,
freaking sweet.
Smart.
Yeah.
but
And he-
nothing but good
Uh,
wishes from the Delirious Dads Gaming Podcast over
That's
here
right.
for Dr. Disrespect.
Get it, Doc. Get it, bro. Jeez, I'm
So-
excited.
We
Man.
are all part of the Champions Club over here. So
That's right. We can't play like the
So.
Champions Club, but
no. But we,
but I
we
mean that's
support
that's smart for him too, because he knows he can't stream his whole life. He knows at some
Yes.
point
Oh,
he's
yeah.
getting older, and you gotta have you gotta have other things in the fire. Smart,
like you said though,
smart.
I don't even think it's that. I think that he's passionate about this.
Yeah, he's ready
Yeah,
to
oh,
put
yeah,
something
I'm
out
sure.
that no one else is willing to do to take the risk on. I think you're right. Cool.
So
Man,
I don't think
that's-
it's about the money for him. I think he's made a good amount of money doing what he does for YouTube and stuff like that.
Well, you just got me fired up, man.
Yeah, I think he's doing it for his passion. So
Yeah.
That's why we didn't want to tell that story while Clint was out for a little bit.
yeah.
Now I get it. It all makes sense. Look into the skies for the doc. I love it.
That's all I got on the dock.
Hey, speaking of skies, Hunter, No Man's Sky. They released their
That's right.
5th anniversary trailer. So it's a new trailer put together to mark the 5 years since the game's release.
I like it.
It charts the 16 free updates that help make the game what it is today. It starts with the first update, which is the Foundation update, and just works its way through the trailer, kind of showing you how, I think you're going to see the improvements along the way. So we are going to watch that trailer here in just a few minutes. But yeah, so it just goes through all their iterations and updates and basically how they turn this sinking ship around, because we all know, we've heard about the launch and how it didn't do well, and there's a lot of promised things that didn't happen. So they turned it around. It also says here...
They're an epic example of that thing we've been saying that we love about the new gaming age, which is when a game comes out, it's not done.
Right.
It allows these
Right.
creators to listen to the players and adjust it. And it's like
Do
you
what
can't
they
make a
need to do.
movie and change it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
It
the
is what
games
it
have
is.
never been that way either until now.
Yeah.
And No Man's Skies is one of those that was like, wow, what a failure. What a mistake. Why did they do this? Why did they do that?
Oh, I was
Why did they
pissed that I
promise
bought
us-
it. I was like, why
Yep.
did I buy this piece of trash?
And they've survived it. And they've
Yep.
got a huge following, and it's a great game. And
It
that's
is.
only because of this new way of being able to do it. So
Me
we're
and
living in
Clinton-
an exciting age for it, for sure.
Me and Clinton have dabbled in it, and I will say, even though it's so vast and there's not always there. Okay, so now there always is an objective that kind of leads you along a storyline path, which I like.
Yeah.
Some people don't like that, but you don't have to follow that. It's
Yeah,
up.
you can do
It's
it-
up
do
to
what
you.
want.
So they're doing great things, and I definitely have had more interest in it. It's not as wacky as it used to be. It can continue to improve in like any other game, but thumbs up on my part for sure.
Yeah.
I definitely would rate it a lot higher now than I would have at launch for sure.
Yeah. We definitely, we had the case where we played and it was like we could go off and kind of do our own thing. I was like, oh, I'm going to go over here and look at this satellite area. And I was like, oh, I'm going to go to this planet and check out this frozen stuff or, whatever. And we did find some pretty cool planets. I mean, some pretty crazy stuff once we started traveling together. It does say also on the trailer that it has a little teaser for the next expansion update that's coming out. It's going to be called No Man's Sky Frontiers, and that's going to be for PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X, as well as VR platforms. And it will be free to existing players. So if you already own the game, you get it for free anyway. So
Sweet.
anyway, we're going to load up this here trailer, check it out, see what we think, and then we'll move on to Hunter's next story.
All right. Clint's going to say 3, 2, 1 this time, guys. Watch.
No. Come on. We've been doing this long enough. We already know. We know this story. We know how this goes. All right.
I thought he really just pushed play
Yep,
and
me
left us
too.
hanging.
He got me a little bit.
Got you a little bit? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
negative energy just makes me stronger. We will not retreat. This band is unstoppable.
Oh, this must have been the graphic update.
They went through a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know all this stuff was available in the game.
Yeah. Well, we just never played through it, right? Never got to those points. Like, I didn't know they had, like, a horror alien area, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Whoa.
Our journey continues.
That's one of those, if that game continues to grow and do well, they're going to be like, man, remember when we launched when it almost went under? It's just going to be this crazy, hard to even go back to that time, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Free
Well, good
update
for
for
them, man.
existing players.
I thought that was a great preview, too.
And that just shows you they're passionate about what they do.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It was just really well put together. Really walked you through without any, somebody talking or narrating. It was just good little video.
Yeah, it didn't have any fluff to it. It was just all, hey, here's our game. Here's what we did.
For show.
Very good.
I'm excited for that. It makes me want to get on and play some more.
It does. Yep.
I didn't know that was VR. Maybe I did and just didn't think about it, but that looked
Can
like
I tell you, growing up,
in VR.
I never thought I'd be in a situation as an adult where I have so many video games that I don't play.
You can't play, yeah.
Yeah, never.
Just not enough time. Yeah, I get you.
Well, there's just so many more good games now than back then.
Yeah.
Back then it was like a good game once a year, maybe.
They're available at the fingertips. I don't need to go out down to the store to buy it. You know what I'm saying? So I have a library, and then there's free games every month on every platform almost.
Yeah.
So just like my library's full.
Yeah.
My friend sent me a Steam library the other day, and it was crazy. It was like $5,000 worth of games on his library that he hasn't played yet.
Jeez.
Just create something crazy, that he's just accumulated all these games. So
Man, that's nuts. Well, you're next,
is that all you got? Okay,
that's
cool.
all I got. Yep.
All right. Well, my last article here is about a game coming out that I thought looked really cool, and really what pulled me into this is the name Portal, because it says it's a Portal-like puzzler game.
Okay.
The name of the game is called Lab Rat, and it's coming to Xbox and PC only. I don't think it's a PlayStation game.
Okay.
But it so far from what I've seen, it looks like a top-down puzzler with rich storyline type, comedian type style story, kind of like Portal, right?
Okay,
That's why they're comparing it to Portal.
Right.
And so Portal was an excellent game. The series was, I can't even say the second one was not as good. I loved
it was awesome.
both of them. So
I love the co-op aspect they brought to it.
right. So Lab Rat is a new satirical science fiction puzzle game that is coming to Xbox as well as PC next year.
Okay.
Appearing in today's ID Xbox stream, Lab Rat is a block-pushing puzzle game that comes with some Portal vibes, not least its cutting sense of humor. Designed as a satire of gaming and reliance on machine learning. It was originally announced solely for PC, but will now come to the Xbox Series X and S as well. All versions are due to arrive in 2022.
Awesome.
Nice.
So this is new news, guys. Like the video for this was released on YouTube today.
Nice.
And so it was released at GameCon last year, but I don't think we had any gameplay or any type of thing for it until now. So I could be wrong, but that's what I found today. So the game will feature over 100 levels that are designed to blend a variety of genres, and will also periodically pull players on various subjects as the game's controlling AI attempts to understand humanity. Poll results from all players will be collided and used as the game goes on.
Okay.
So you can sign up for the beta now. And yeah, so that's it. I got that.
We got a video for that, right?
We do in the Discord. Yep, I got the.
When you said what you're talking about there at the end, where it's going to be learning how people play and adjust the game, I love that kind of idea.
Yeah.
That sounds exciting.
Super cool.
Got a lot of what do you call it, miles on it, if you can do
The
that.
font on this is very portally too.
Yeah.
Yes, and so I found this. If you guys are interested, if you listen to the podcast, you're going to see this. You go on YouTube and just type in Lab Rat official trailer, and you can find it. It's only a 1 minute video, so real quick and easy.
Well, let's get it. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, tester.
Oh, it's top down.
Yep, it's a block mover.
Okay.
So at first it looks really simple,
My
but
algorithms suggest you might enjoy wanton, solving puzzles. Do you feel more engaged knowing that you are being evaluated by your community? Good. I will now gauge your interest in multiplayer.
Oh.
I am helping. We are doing this together. We are bonding as people bond by doing activities. Do not panic. All of my systems are normal. 200% normal. 3000% normal. Completely normal.
Love it.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Oh, man, that's
so that looks really good. And I'm the type of guy that I take one look at like a top-down block mover and think this is not deep enough for me to play. I'm not going to enjoy this. Yep. But that one looks like it's got some richness to it, a little bit more than what you think is going to be there.
My reaction was the same way.
Yeah.
Like, oh boy, and then I slowly got sucked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think
so
the
I definitely would give it a try.
Aspect, right? At first, they kind of sell it to you like, oh, it's a single player. Then they throw in your buddy, and you're like, I see where we're going with this.
So it looks interesting. I'm excited to see what that's going to be like. And it just looks like it's going to be a funny game.
Yeah.
So
it does. That's a good way to end that. You know, you go from balls to blocks, and that's the best way to transfer.
That's exactly how it should always go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, good job, honey.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. That's a unique one. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't originally think that if I just read about that game that I'd be interested. So now I'm glad I watched the preview.
And then, like I said, the only reason I checked it out
thing
was
would catch me a little bit.
The Portal sucked me in. I was like, Portal-like game.
Yeah,
okay.
Same kind of AI system speaking and all that. Yeah. That's cool.
Good marketing.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Well, guys, that's all we got for tonight. It was a pretty quick little news week. There's, not a tons happened between last week and this week.
Right.
Blizzard has their issues going on, but we speak about it every week, so it's kind of like, let's give it a break this week.
Yeah, nothing big and new has happened with Blizzard this week. So.
And no any big new games other than this one that Hunter just laid on us. So,
but tomorrow's a big day, by the way. And before we end, we got well, if you listen to the podcast, you won't hear this, but if you listen on live, we got Rocket League's new season starting tomorrow.
Oh, that's
Plus, we got What If coming to Disney Plus in the Marvel Universe and all the scenarios that may unfold in the Marvel Universe. So I'm geeking out about tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a good Wednesday.
And if you got HBO Max, you can go check out the Suicide Squad, the new Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah.
It's nothing serious, but it's definitely fun.
Nice.
Don't watch it with the kids, though. A lot of decapitations and things like that. Just right off the bat, Claire was just like, "Oh my gosh!"
So it is kind of serious.
Yeah, I mean, head split right in half, right in front of, and Claire's like, "Ah!"
You said it's nothing serious, and I'm saying decapitation is
a
little serious.
Yeah,
I guess that's true. I just meant,
I get it.
A Wild West style movie. You don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, definitely a certain age. Viewer discretion is advised for the little ones. You know, maybe if they're 5, seeing a head get split in half is probably not the best visual.
It's just, I mean, you can assume, right? I think you can.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm a good parent. I don't care what you say.
Yep. Thanks for joining us, guys. We had a good one.
For sure.
And we want you to stay delirious.
Stay daddy.
And stay gaming. This has been a Delirious Dads production. For more information about the show, visit our website at www.deliriousdadsgaming.com. You can also find us on facebook.com/deliriousdadsgaming, twitch.tv, and YouTube. Make sure you like and share our pages to help us grow the channel. You can listen to the podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and Spotify. Please leave a rating and review if you enjoy the show. Thank you again for listening, and we hope to see you